Gauchos as we get set for the second and final match of the UCSB A6 Invitational. Welcome into Rob. I'm Max Kelton. I'm joined alongside by the three-time gold medalist here in Santa Barbara. It is the great Katie Spieler. And Katie, yesterday, a 5-set thriller that ended in USC taking the win over UC Santa Barbara. That is number 11 UC Santa Barbara, who lost their first match of the season. What did USC do to get the job done yesterday, Katie?
Well, it was a back-and-forth battle the entire match, all 5 sets, but USC did a great job at capitalizing on momentum in key moments. When they were under stress, they used that stress, made some great comebacks, and scored 6-7 points in a row.
If we were to describe their play in one word, we would say momentum, right? Finishing off sets strong. You look at how they finished set 2 to even things up. It was a 7-1 run in favor of the Trojans. How'd they finish up set 5? A 7-0 run in favor of the Trojans. Now, this team, when they get into their groove, they look really comfortable, and it's tough to get that side out. A guy like Sam Cobrine can make your life miserable when he's serving the ball.
And Sam Cobrine finishing with 18 kills and 4 aces. Not only is that a huge ace stat, but he made them in the final stretches of the matches, sparking those comebacks. So huge numbers out of that experienced player in Sam Cobrine.
Cobrine with 18 kills. He led the way for the Trojans, followed by Simon Gallus. Gallus, who had 17. That was 3.4 kills per set for Gallus. And not to mention a couple other guys on this team with double-digit figures in kills. You're talking about a guy like Brandon Browning, who had a double-double, 10 kills, 10 digs, and Liam Schrader, who had an 83% hitting percentage, which is just so efficient for Schrader. On the other end, for the Gauchos, Tian Shaw was very sharp in his return back to the floor in the season opener. He led the way with 21 kills, a career high. Formerly was 18 against Ball State a couple of years back. And obviously Ryan Wilcox, the guy that we really thought was going to steal the show, 18 kills yesterday for Wilcox. He seems to be the captain of this team, but they have to fit the puzzle pieces together.
And Brandon Hicks also sparking the UCSB squad. He had 5 blocks, which was covered half of the team's total blocks, and he brought a ton of energy. So let's look for UCSB to fire it up here. They want some revenge, and USC took them all the way last night.
Hicks, part of that 2019 all-freshman team for the Big West Conference. It's pretty apparent he's going to have a big role this season. Whether he's on the floor, whether he's on the bench, he brings that energy, and UC Santa Barbara certainly needs that energy today. What will come out of the game 2, the match 2 of the UCSB A6 Invitational? We'll certainly find out in just a moment. Katie, what does Santa Barbara have to do to slow down this USC team that has tremendous experience through and through?
UCSB needs to focus on stopping USC's momentum, siding out first ball, especially when there's some lethal servers on the back line for USC, including Sam Cobrine. So he is past that first ball, relax in, side out right away.
So we're just about ready to get underway here. This is Lucas Frassrind on the back line. The set for Hicks. Point goes to USC. Pushed it too far wide.
And early on, Patrick Paragas, the setter for UCSB, trying to get that middle started. Establishing the middle early on is a key to keeping those outside and opposites open.
In just his 6th career match yesterday, Patrick Paragas had 46 assists, and he tallies one there.
And I love that decision to go back to the middle blocker, even though he erred the point before. Give him that confidence, get him on some momentum. Starters today include for UC Santa Barbara, Brandon Hicks, Tian Shaw, Ryan Pecksock, Ryan Wilcox. Dane Johnson gets the start today. Patrick Paragas and Sam Collins. Collins on the back line, ready to go.
Looking for Cobrine. He sent it straight into the heart of Shaw for the kill.
And Cobrine was such a deceptive line swing there. He's so good at showing angle and then last second turning down the line.
Here's Chris Hall. Hall makes up this starting lineup along with Cobrine, Brandon Browning, Cole Paxson, Liam Schrader, Lucas Frasrand, and Simon Gallus. The set for Wilcox, too long and into the bench.
And it looks like Wilcox was a little early on that approach. The set drifted off and the ball was behind his head.
Wilcox top 10 in kills last season for the Big West Conference. Sure to be that they'll go to him plenty. This time Chris Hall into the net for the point back to Santa Barbara and the side out.
And last night we saw a bit of a serving game. USC outscored UCSB in aces, but that was pretty much the only stat. But they did put a lot of pressure on UCSB with their serve.
Gallus pushes it wide, point to Santa Barbara to even things up. And Katie, it's a great point that you mentioned, but it's do or die when it comes to the serves. For a guy like Sam Cobrine, yes, he had 4 service aces. He also had 7 service errors. So they are really good when they get those serves in, but if they don't get the serves in, much like Brandon Hicks does here, then it's a struggle for both squads.
And that's a major discussion in men's volleyball. How much serves can we miss while still going for it and creating pressure and getting that team out of system?
Here is Cobrine. We talked about him just a moment ago, and he goes too strong on this one.
A bit of a missed contact there. It looked like he was going for that jump top spin serve, but it contacted his hand a little funky.
Paragas. And another service error. That makes 4 total in the game early on. Both teams struggling to find their touch from the back line. Liam Schrader here. Schrader had an 83% hitting percentage yesterday. Goes long for the, what is that, 4th straight service error, back and forth, back and forth. Wilcox gets it in. They set it for Gallus. Wilcox got a hand on it. Free ball from Collins. Corbine into the net, over the tape, and it falls.
And an interesting play on both sides. Ryan Wilcox with an amazing gator dig. He used his hands actually to pop that ball up. And then on the other side, Sam Cobrine hitting that ball over on 2.
Paragas sets it for Wilcox, coming from the heart of the table. Free from Cobrine. Paragas looking for Shaw off the hands. They'll keep it alive. Just a tap from Frasrand into the hole and down.
And USC gaining a little momentum here. It's been very back and forth so far.
Gallus, a dive from Peksock. Peksock sets it up, cross-court, Shaw with the left. Can Browning get there? He leaps over the table, nearly there to save it. Good hustle play, but the point goes to Santa Barbara.
And we saw last night great hustle from both sides, and I think we're going to see that again today. Both teams going all out, jumping over barriers to keep the ball alive.
Here's Dane Johnson. Johnson didn't play yesterday. Right over the tape, he'll get it in. Johnson with the dig. The free ball over. Chance for Cobrine off the hands and down.
And Cobrine early on is on fire. He is getting those kills from the back row, front row. It looks like he's going to be a go-to tonight.
We mentioned Cobrine yesterday. He's a transfer out of UCLA, a grad transfer, so one, that experience helps, and two, playing at that high level is certainly helpful as well. UCLA opened up this season at number 2, and perennially they're around the top of the leaderboard. Looking for Hicks off of Gallus.
And Hicks running a bit of a wider set than that tempo 1. And he's spreading the block out for USC so that they're not lined up ready to block him.
Santa Barbara yesterday in set 1 had an 85% side out percentage. And now it's USC in set 1 who has an 85% side out percentage. Lucas Frassrand. Can Hicks plays? Gallus got under it. There's Cobrine, too strong. Did it touch hands? No, thank you. Point to Santa Barbara.
And Cobrine looking to use hands a lot. He is going to continue to do so. He's a very smart player. He's not the tallest one on the court, but he's able to use the block very well.
Cobrine, an MPSF first team player last year, Mountain Pacific Sports Federation, that is. He was also an All-American honorable mention. Paragas for Hicks in the kill.
And Hicks again continuing to put the hard work in. He gets a great controlled touch off that swing from USC, which allows Ryan Pecksock to easily pass it up, and then he puts it away.
Hicks, a career-high 10 kills just a couple of seasons ago. You have that feeling, though, that that number will be eclipsed very soon. Collins into the net. That is the 4th service error already today for Santa Barbara.
And UCSB unable to string together a couple of points. They've sided out well, but they need to earn one here to be competitive.
Shaw with the left. He pinks the inside line.
And that's a great look. We want to see Tian Shaw doing as much of that as possible tonight.
Shaw, career high 21 kills yesterday, including nearly, I think it was 10 in the first set. He was very impressive early on. Gallus touches the antenna.
And Tian Shaw, talk about his success early on. USC did a great job at figuring out some adjustments to stop him last night, so he wasn't as successful in the rest of the sets.
Gallus to the inside corner.
And what a swing by Gallus. He has so much power behind that ball, and when everything connects, he's unstoppable.
Here's Cobrine. Line drive serve from Cobrine, looking for Wilcox. Pecksock kept it up. Wilcox sends it back to Collins. Katie, walk me through this one as the whistle's blown by down ref Rick Olmsted.
So that's going to be a replay. What happened is Ryan Wilcox tried to keep that ball alive by going around the referee stand and bringing the ball back onto UCSB's side. However, the referee accidentally called an out, but that is a redo because that is allowed.
And the redo underway. Paragas this time for Shaw. What a kill!
And again, that is so hard to stop. Tian Shaw is taking off from behind the 10-foot line, broad jumping and landing as if he's hitting a 50-50 set. That is some athleticism.
Tian Shaw showing what he can do on the hardwood. Fairly certain we're going to see a lot of that this season. Paragas, a fireball serve, but there is Schrader.
And Brandon Browning, his ball control is out of this world. He just passed a dime on a very tough serve. And last night he led USC with 10 digs. So not only is he a firepower at the net, but he is keeping the ball alive.
Schrader got the kill. Now the service error, his second of the day. Paxson back in for USC.
And UCSB up by 1 here. They have trailed in the majority of this set.
Browning got there. Free ball. They get it over. Wilcox into the net. Point for the Trojans.
And a free ball opportunity for UCSB. They want that one back. That was a good opportunity for them to get a 2-point spread.
Now we're back to even with Gallus ready to go. Strong from Gallus. And Santa Barbara right back on top.
I see a little strong there.
Both teams siding out at 76.9% here in set 1. Santa Barbara took the first set yesterday, 25-19. There's Dane Johnson with the serve. And Frasren able to handle easily.
And Frasren is hard to read. He's up high and he's fast, and he doesn't go to the same spot often. So it's coming to all different angles of the court onto the UCSB side.
Now Brandon Browning, we talked about his ball control. Here he goes too long. Yesterday he had 5 service errors as well. This will be the 30th point of the match already. And between these two teams, they've combined for 10 errors on the serves. Paragas, 4 shots off the hands. They keep it up. This time for Hicks. Wow, Browning got under it. Here's Gallus.
And Gallus trying to go for an off-pace shot on that ball. But Browning, what a dig. He is taking that one to the chest, popping it up, allowing his team an opportunity to score.
These swings come in so fast that you don't really have time to get set. You have to just angle your body. Shaw looking to place a dive from Paxson. Gallus, did he get it in right in front of the line?
And Cole Paxson, a great diving dig to save that short middle ball that Tian Shaw shot over the block.
Paragas to Collins, off hands. Wilcox keeps it up. There's a block from Hicks. Long and out.
And Brandon Hicks again working so hard. There was an overplay from his side and he went up and blocked that ball. Huge moment for earning that point for UCSB.
Brandon Hicks with 5 blocks yesterday. That's his first today. Collins, that's another service error. Story of the afternoon, Katie.
Both sides are aggressively serving, but it seems like the errors are outweighing any aces or momentum here.
Here's Chris Hall. Shaw off hands and out. Point to Santa Barbara.
And last night we did see USC targeting Sam Collins on their serve. And again, it looks like they're targeting him tonight, but he's doing a great job at keeping the ball in system.
Now a reminder, Jeff Nygaard, the head coach for USC, not in the house today. It's Gary Sato who is at the helm. And after the win yesterday, by the way, Katie, USC has now won their season opener 6 straight years. That's 6 straight season openers where they've started 1-0. So you have to think that maybe they can build some momentum on it this season. Santa Barbara looking to even both these teams out at 1-1, and Ryan Wilcox trying to do everything he can to make that happen.
And a creative play there. Ryan Wilcox running a tempo set out of the middle. He's usually on the outside, showing his versatility there.
Hall sets the table. Gallus with the kill.
And Chris Hall, the setter for USC, doing a great job at spreading his offense. He's running that back set. He's running his middles. He's getting his outsides involved, keeping it very diverse over on the offensive side for USC.
Here's McKibben, who played 4 sets yesterday, the service specialist. Oh, Hall, did he keep it alive? Yes, he did. Free ball from Cobrine. Paragas for Shaw with the left. He hits the hole.
And great effort by the USC side. Number 6, Chris Hall, laying out to get that ball up off their block.
Shaw with his team high and game high 5-kill day so far. Led both teams yesterday with 21 as well. Off the tape, a dive from Browning. Gallus pushes it far.
And what a serve by number 9, Ryan Wilcox, showing that he is the Big West leader in aces. Maybe again this year. Ryan
Wilcox doing what he does best, eating some bread and butter. Santa Barbara up 3 in set 1 at the UCSB A6 Invitational.
The human body is in a constant state of recovery. But healing isn't a life sentence. It's a choice. When it's adversity that fuels us to push the limits of what we're capable of. We commit ourselves to the reach. Whether an injury is years, days, or hours old, your recovery begins now. When the goal is excellence and pain isn't an option, the solution is simple. We are ProBand. You bring the talent, we bring the relief.
Back in the Thunderdome. Pardon, this is Rob Gym. Oh my goodness. Rob Gymnasium here in Santa Barbara. UCSB A6 Invitational here in Santa Barbara, up 3 over USC after the Trojans took a 5-set thriller yesterday. Gauchos have been reliant on Tian Shaw early on through both matches, but Brandon Browning has very much impressed on the defensive end for the Trojans. Wilcox, last year's ace leader. Out of the break, Frastrin with the kill. They set it up in system.
And Frastrin's so efficient. He has gotten a kill on almost every attempt tonight. And I think USC can look to keep him involved whenever possible.
Frastrin and Schrader so good in the middle. Almost interchangeable. Collins with a hammer, but that's kept alive by Cobrine. Free from Browning. Johnson had a chance. The rally stays up. Oh, Pecksock got under it. And in, he paints it like Picasso. Better yet, he paints it like Tian Shaw.
And Pecksock, the libero for UCSB, what a dig. Not only is he getting that ball up, but he's placing it right on the head of setter Paragas so that he can set all 3 hitters.
Serving out for the Gauchos, number 2, Bianchi.
Here is Jess Bianchi. And right back to Frastrin.
And what a deceptive play. You have Brandon Browning going up for his approach just about 1 feet to the left of Frastrin. So UCSB doesn't know who is getting that set until it is right out of the setter's hands.
That misdirection, so key. Here is Brandon Browning ready to go. Handled by Wilcox. They set it for Collins, and Collins with the kill.
And Paragas as well, the setter for UCSB, doing a great job at keeping all of his hitters involved. Not only is that going to make it hard for USC, but it's going to keep all of his hitters feeling confident and ready to go.
Browning tried to work that in, but it's Brandon Hicks there off the hands for the kill, and we're set for the set point.
And those are the little plays that extra attention to detail, that extra hard work is going to show in. And Brandon Hicks, he's doing all the little things to make sure that those points are won by UCSB.
Reese Tracy in for the first time today. Paragas out. There's Shaw. Did he get the ace to finish it? You betcha. Santa Barbara goes up 1-0 for the second straight match, and the Trojans have some work to do. We'll be right back with a UCSB A6 Invitational.
What is the Big West? The Big West is where the Aloha